I think we're good to go. We got the chat, got the... Google is streaming, right? Yes. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Alright, time to finish this beast. Let's see. So we need basically the same exact stuff we had almost yesterday. No, it was the same stuff we had yesterday. So let's go get it. Shit. Alright. Dungeon. That's what I'm looking for. This is gonna be quite a fucked up chapter, not gonna lie. Alright, so track 2. Turn the volume down a lot. Alright. Free bounce. I did check the audio last night. It seems fine. We need about right there-ish. Hello, Izzy. Alright. So does this have a natural faded on it? Yes? Oh, I'm in the wrong area. Okay. How does that amount to?
A set of grunts escaped Resham's mouth upon his wake in a near-complete darkness. The only light was a lantern, and 4 lit torches in each corner of his small space that he now occupied, and upon trying to move, found that he couldn't. His arms and legs were bound by rope, and he was seated in a wooden chair.
Okay. There needs to be just one more sound underneath, and I don't know where it is. It's the one with the torch that I did for a loyal retainer. Or not a loyal retainer, a royal retainer. Is it a loyal retainer? I think it's a loyal retainer. I don't know. Example. That would be under this file. Because that wasn't too long ago. Last November, yeah. No, that wasn't last November, was it? Had to have been. Okay, so that has to be under my downloads. Let's see, torch. I know it has something to do with a torch. That one. And this one was a tricky one to kind of get right. Okay, how loud is that?
A set.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The fan's going to be turning on and off a lot, so just get used to it.
A set of grunts escaped Resham's mouth upon his wake in a near-complete darkness. The only light was a lantern, and 4 lit torches in each corner of his small space that he now occupied, and upon trying to move, found that he couldn't. His arms and legs were bound by rope, and he was seated in a wooden chair. A set of grunts escaped Resham's mouth upon his wake in a near-complete darkness. A set of grunts escaped Resham's mouth upon his wake in a near-complete darkness. The only light was a lantern, and 4 lit torches in each corner of his small space that he now occupied.
Just a matter of getting the volume correct.
Found that he couldn't. His arms and legs were bound by rope, and he was seated in a wooden chair.
That'll do.
A set of grunts escaped Resham's mouth upon his wake in a near-complete darkness. The only light was a lantern, and 4 lit torches in each corner of his small space that he now occupied, and upon trying to move, found that he couldn't.
This is gonna go through the
His
entire
arms and
file,
legs
isn't
were
it?
bound by rope, and he was seated in a wooden chair. It took a minute for his eyes to adjust to his current area, but once his vision was clear, he found that he wasn't alone. Before him were 4 figures, one taller than the other 3.
Hopefully
barely
this
visible by the faint amount of
reverb
light.
sounds okay.
Oh, good. He's finally awake. Spoke a deep, smooth, and feminine voice. Now we can finally have some fun. Another voice intervened almost instantly. Easy. I know you want to give him what he clearly deserves, but we need him alive to get what we want from him. The second voice was similar, but more mature and authoritative, and upon the faces of his captors coming further into the light, Reshov recognized only one of the 4 women that were eyeing him like a predator to prey. Ugh. Where am I? And what is the meaning of this? Reshov exclaimed towards Jean, clearly irritated and lost on the matter. You drag me into your city only to knock me unconscious and tie me up? Do you realize who you are dealing with? His exclamation was followed up with the sword's tip meeting his sword's tip.
Okay, I can put a sound like a sound like a sword coming out of a sheath. What would that even? Sword being drawn from sheath sound effect. I don't think I have anything like that. Mainly because I've never had to use that kind of sound. Fan, would you knock it off? Thank you. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to go find a sound effect for that. No big deal. I'm used to this by now. It happens. So I hope that OBS doesn't act like it did yesterday, because it's a bit of a bitch when it wants to be. Ow. 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 Alright. Okay. Alright. What am I looking for? Oh, sword from, like, sword pulled from sheath sound effect. Pulled from sheath sound effect. Don't mind my voice, just, I don't know. Let's see if this might work.
When your task takes a toll on your lips, that's a job for O'Keefe's Lip Repair. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
I have a habit of biting my lips. That sounds more like grinding against stone. That sounds more like a grind against the stone. Or like sharpening a blade. Let me hear that. I mean, that works. I've just got to cut some of the other parts out. Can I make that work? Let me take a look around for some more. That was like the second best option. That works. It's a little too... It's just a little too quick. I need to go like a little... and let it kind of hold out a little bit. Because otherwise it's just going to sound like it's like cut off. Nope. That sounds more like against a piece of stone. People, I'm not asking for a grind. I'm asking for a sound. Taking out a sword sound effect. Didn't I just click on that one? That one's 1 second, so it's probably not a good one. Sword fight. Sword unsheathed. Perfect. I can toy with it. I need to. Sound effect download from. Okay. I just don't want to accidentally click on something that I don't want to click on. Oh, God. Sure. Nope. That's fine. No thanks. Oh, for fucking... Really? I can't even touch the freaking thing? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Sometimes... Well, let's see if this works. Ow. Can we work today? Or are we going to be a butt again? Nope, 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 nope. Oh my Lord. Okay, this website is just destroyed. I don't understand what's going on with it. It never gave me that much trouble. Am I surprised by it? No. No. Jesus Christ. No way. Oh my God. Go away. Thank you. Oh my fucking Lord. How about no? I know how you work. Oh my god, can I please touch my scroll bar without you being a dick fuck about it? Jesus Christ. No, you're not done. And I don't trust to push that, because I don't know this website. Oh my lord. Can I please just get a freaking thing that will allow me to do this without giving me any flipping issues? This one looks familiar, so let's try it. Nope, it's the same exact one. Screw you. Oh, for goodness fucking... Then why are you still up? You make no fucking sense. Sure, cool. I don't care. Do you think I'm dumb? Jesus Christ. Thank you. God. A 3-second thing is taking that long. Oh my god. Fuck you. Yeah, we're not, no. We're not taking a gazillion hours just to download. Fuck you. Oh my god. I don't usually have the... Then why are you here? Let me try that again. My god. Where's the one that I used yesterday? Jesus Christ. Fine, I'll just... Jesus Christ. Down, down. We'll try this one more time. Oh my god. It never gives me this much trouble. Like, this is ridiculous that it's giving me this much trouble. Any more pop-ups, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Can I just convert without the stupid pop-ups coming up? Oh my flipping lord. Could you just convert? Why are you being such a dick today? I don't get it. For just a simple little sound effect that's just gonna happen, what, like once? Do I have to convert? Oh my. I'm gonna lose my mind. Has it really come to this? Really? Can I just paste the fucking link? Okay, it's just, I don't know. It's just not wanting to behave. So, we are just done with this one altogether. Either that or it's the link. One of the two. Let's try this one more time. For a 3-second freaking video. Wow. I'm not waiting for fucking ever. Oh my god, are we finally done with this bullshit? Jesus Christ. That took way too long. I want to check something. Okay, thank God. Otherwise, this could have been a very short stream. And potentially just crashed my computer entirely. Oh, Jesus Christ. For like a 3-second sound, I went through all that trouble.
Sword's tip meeting his vision.
Okay.
Sword's tip meeting his vision. Just inches from cutting into his flesh.
Okay. I want to toy with the reverb a little bit. It has a little bit of a reverb on it, but I'm not sure if I like it.
Sword's tip meeting his vision. Just inches from cutting into his flesh. Sword's tip meeting his vision. Just inches from cutting into his flesh.
Either that or it's in the wrong spot. One of the two. Okay, so now I gotta play this game. Nope.
Sword's tip meeting his vision.
Okay, still a little too noisy.
Sword's tip meeting his vision. Just inches from cutting into his flesh. It silenced him almost instantly. Now
Okay.
where his exclamation was followed up with the sword's tip meeting his vision. Just inches from cutting into his flesh. His exclamation was followed up with the sword's tip meeting his vision. Just inches from cutting into his flesh.
Okay, that's
It
better.
silenced him almost instantly.
Jesus,
Now aware
that took way
his
too long.
captors weren't just casuals he could intimidate. Silence. Kuchink commanded. We know very well who you are, as much as what you did to the place we once called home. We also know that you know exactly why you're here, so don't even think you can weasel your way out of this with lies. What in the world are you talking about? He questioned, seeming legitimately confused. I'm a simple Schnez 9 official who negotiates with other people on business matters. You are mistaken on whatever you have brought me here for. Another voice cut through the damp air of the cell. You're lying, Ganyu claimed confidently. I recognize your voice. You were the one on the dock that night that killed the Tianquan, blew up the city, and spared me. Don't even bother questioning my ability to recognize a voice, because being half Adeptus, I have a great memory. A memory that ranges over 3,000 years of life. So you can either stop lying, or we can get you to do what we want the hard way. And trust me when I say that we have no trouble doing things the hard way. Yelan added, you killed and destroyed an entire city, so it's only fair we deliver you the equivalent of giving you the most agonizing death possible. By that, I mean that your life won't go until you give us the information we want. We can peel your flesh off, burn you, rip your teeth out, and much worse before we even let you die. I've done such to others like you for information, so don't even think for a second I'm feeding you false threats. Nobody can hear you down here, nor will your fellow snakes ever find you. So if I were you, I'd start talking and cut the lies. Reshov was intimidated, pinned, and he knew that they weren't bluffing. So he tried his best to reason with the four ladies. I'm telling you, I have no idea who any of you are minus her. He pleaded, directing his gaze at Jean. I have done past dealings with the city you are referring to, but would never try anything malicious such as genocide on its people. Whatever you are thinking I did no such thing. He seemed legitimate, but Yelan shook her head at the words, being experienced in interrogation and knowing how to read her target like a book. Stubborn and well-versed in the art of lying. Exactly what I expected from someone of your caliber. Yelan stated. However, there's only one problem with your tactics, honey. Yelan had met the back of Reshov's chair.
Okay, so had met, like what, right here? Alright, I need to go to my downloads and I need to get the sound effect again. We're gonna just put it on its usual track. Let's sample. Yep, sorry, under downloads, good. Let's see. Running footsteps, heels, walk on concrete, that's it. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, so like what, 4 steps? Alright, then on 5, give it a reverb. Turn down the volume a lot, because that is a really sharp noise. Turn down the reverb a lot.
The back of Reshov's chair, and like a flick of a switch, lifted her right leg up to catch the back of the...
Hang on. Okay, I need to move that down because I need to put a limiter on it. Down. So the limiter goes first, then the reverb goes second. Let's go something like that.
The back of Reshav's chair, and like a flick of a switch, lifted her right leg up to the back of Reshav's chair, and like a flick of a switch, lifted her right leg up to catch the back of the chair. Following that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshav down to where he was staring upward at Yelan, like bringing Reshav.
Okay, so there's like 2 sound effects here. You know, stuff like that. So that'd be something like a what's what I'm looking for? Okay, what am I looking for here? I'm looking for like a creaky floor. Something like a creaky floor, and I know what the other sound effect is that I want. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Creaking door. Squeaky. Horror. Nope. Scary. Oh. What's the word I'm looking for? Horror sound effect. Let's just try sound effect. Creaking wood. That might work. Knock on door. What? Oh my god. That's a lever pull. Where did you go? That might work. Let me see what it sounds like. Okay, I need to turn number 6 down.
Bringing Reshav down to where he was.
That'll work. That'll work. I can toy with that. Okay, let's see what we can't do here.
Bringing Reshav down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith.
Okay, so I gotta get this correct first.
Back of the chair. Following that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshav down to where he.
Okay, stop for a minute. I gotta get the right sample first.
Shoved down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith. He grunted from the force of the fall.
That'll work. That'll work. So, alright, so something like this. Well, let's do the whole thing because why not? And just cut that down. Alright, so there's the walk.
Back of the chair. Following that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshav down. Back of the chair. Following that, she lowered her leg at the same speed.
Lowered her leg at the same speed.
Bringing Reshav down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an.
She lowered her leg?
Bringing Reshav.
She lowered her leg. That's where it should be because it interprets action.
At the same speed.
She lowered her leg.
And that, she lowered.
So like right there.
And that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshav down.
Yep. Alright, I need to turn that down and adjust the volume a little bit. But it's okay. It's okay. Need to get that out.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing...
Okay, so... I need to lower the volume a little bit. Okay.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshop...
What am I doing? Oh, reverb.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshop down.
Okay, so nope, I want to go here. Okay, I know what I want. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 7. Alright, load sample. And here we need door kick in. This one. This one is noisy, so mind your ears. Very noisy. So we're just gonna immediately just go full-blown turn down. Instant. Alright, we need a reverb.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed.
Oh, I need to first get the one in there. And pray to God that it doesn't ring our ears.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith. Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at...
Okay, a little too low. So let's bring it back up a little bit.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at...
I feel like the preset needs to be different.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith. Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith. He grunted from the force of the fall, the impact having knocked the breath out of him and causing him to cough. I can read through your pleas with little...
Okay.
Doing that, she lowered her leg at the same speed. Yelan had met the back of Reshov's chair, and like a flick of a switch, lifted her right leg up to catch the back of the chair. Following that, she lowered her leg at the same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith. Like...
Music track. Okay, I don't know what to put here, honestly. Something dark. I just know that. Because things are about to get kind of fucked up. There's a lot that works here. Like, things just get straight up like we mean business here. So it's just straight up bad news for him. So it needs to be a soundscape instead. What about Fatal, what's it called? Fatal something? Fatal Shrine, that's the word I'm looking for. Or title I'm looking for. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Where would that be? That would be under something else. Is there a download app? Download apps. Apparently I can't find it. Was it under here? Let's see. Danger. That works too. Okay, maybe I have to go to my downloads for that one. Fatal Shrine. There it is. Alright. Let's lower it. So we can actually... Wow. So we can actually hear...
Like an ant to a monolith. He grunted from the force of the fall, the impact having knocked the breath out of him and causing him to cough. I can read through your pleas with little to no... Like an ant to a monolith.
Okay, that's not the right area to put that. Like, what about right here?
The same speed, bringing Reshov down to where he was staring upward at Yelan like an ant to a monolith. He grunted from the force of the fall, the impact having knocked the breath out of him and causing him to cough. I can read through your pleas with little to no effort, just like I have while making your comrades wet themselves out of absolute terror. Now, unless you start listening and stop your useless attempts to fool us into letting you go, I'll make this little fall seem like a pinch in comparison to what I plan to inflict on you. Ganyu, Jean, and Kuching were terrified at the state of Yelan. She wasn't kidding or lying about anything, and the thought of what could make his current collapse to the floor seem like a mere scratch in comparison to other tactics sent shivers down their spines. Neither Ganyu or Kuching had seen the sight of Yelan, and now understood why Ningguang had trusted her with getting even the most valuable of information out of people who most likely would keep their mouths shut. Reshov was petrified in fear at Yelan's words, and it was clear as day, but he still stuck to his original claims. I'm serious. I have no idea what you think I did, but I didn't do it. Please, I'm being honest. Ganyu almost believed that Reshov was telling the truth, but she trusted Yelan's experience more. They had literally figured out that it was him there that night, and Ganyu knew that voice was the same. Seeing the events of that night had traumatized her. It was in no doubt the man they were looking for, so she didn't intervene and just let Yelan do her work. If anything, Reshov deserved whatever was coming his way. Very well. If you choose to accept torture, then I'll deliver you what you wish. Lady Kuching, would you mind lending me your sword? With zero hesitation, Kuching slid her weapon from its sheath and held it out to her colleague. Zero hesitation. Kuching slid her weapon from its sheath.
Okay, let's see. Oh god, it took forever to get this stupid sound effect. Alright.
Kuching slid her weapon from its sheath and held it out to her colleague.
Good morning.
Gladly, Miss Yelan. She responded. Yelan took the blade in her grip and stared down her prey once again with predatory eyes. This is your last chance to speak before I make you suffer irreparable damage. Speak up, or allow me to show you that I'm a lady of my word. Reshov only continued his fruitless efforts to escape the binds that held him tight, to which Yelan merely smiled deviously at. She held her word, walking over to one of the nearby torches.
Walking over, okay, so that's walking. Okay, where did you go? Right here. Jesus Christ.
Ducking over to one of the nearby torches and allowing the bright flames to embrace the tip of the blade. It was a slow and tense process of waiting for the sword's sharp end to turn a bloody red color. Galen removing her tool from the heat of the torch and eyeing Greshov like a carnivorous animal fixing to rip into its meal's jugular. Reshov's movements increased tenfold, but the
Was there another movement?
It was a slow and tense process of waiting for the sword's sharp end to turn a bloody red color. Galen removing her tool from the heat of the torch and eyeing Greshov like a carnivorous animal fixing to rip into its meal's jugular. Reshov's movements increased tenfold, but the knots rendered the rope binding his arms and legs unaffected by his attempts of escape. You think you are so clever, honey, but allow me to show you what happens when you meet your match. Galen stated, moving the blade to his forehead.
Oh, God.
With gentle and sinister care, Galen placed the blade against the surface of his forehead.
Okay, so we've got a mirage of crap here. Let's see. We need like sizzling bacon, like a sound, like a bacon in a pan, because that's what makes that noise. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my brain is such a twisted being. But hey, why I think RTBAA is even more twisted. Okay, so I've used the bacon sound effect quite a few times. So that'd be under my YouTube download, I think. Oh, God, that hurts. Alright, something to do with bacon, frying in a pan, or meat. Frying, food, frying sound effect. And that's why I made my channel basically not kid friendly. Are you listening, YouTube? You better be. I'm just saying. Unless you want kids to probably be traumatized, you better keep them away.
His forehead. Immediately.
Okay, that has popping sound effects on it. I don't know if skin pops. I've seen plenty of horror movies, but I've never heard the skin pop. Unless it like makes bubbles. Which I don't think it does. Let me see if I've got something under my downloads. This chapter is fucking twisted. But it's kinda deserved. Especially considering what this guy did. Bar ambience, no. Frying, nope. Food, no. Okay, I am kind of limited here on what I can do. Let's see if I just add a big enough thing, reverb, if that might work. Let's see. Something like that.
His forehead. Immediately erupting with a sizzling.
No, it just sounds like it sounds like food in a pan. Which people get what it's supposed to be, but me being the perfectionist, I have to get it correct. Hang on. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong area. Maybe I'm looking it up wrong under my downloads. Let me try this. YT5. click. Not seeing anything. Walkie-talkie, no. Footsteps, no. Okay. What about 1? Blood splatter, no. Okay. Then I'm just gonna probably have to manually scroll through the file. Just see what we can find. Because I think I've got a bacon sound effect. Somewhere. Wait, is it under something like sound effect? Sound effects, blood. Okay, maybe not sound effect. Scary. Scary sound, whispers, no. Horror. Because I know I've used different ones before. I know I have. Where they are? I don't know. Collapse, no. Cutting fresh meat, I've used that one before, but that's not what I'm looking for. Food frying. Let's see. Knocking on door, new. Pouring drink into a glass, no. It's probably just gonna have to work. Either that or I'm just gonna have to take the pops out. One of the two. Sizzling bacon, there it is. There it is.
His forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yalon added pressure to his...
Okay, take the pops out. Because I don't, as far as I know, skin isn't supposed to pop. It's not like real bacon that pops in a pan and gets on your skin and you're like, ow, you motherfucker. Hopefully that doesn't sound too bad.
To scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yalon added pressure to his flesh, similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides, and just watched Reshov squirm and writhe in pain in his inescapable state. After a long 10 seconds, Yalon released the pressure and allowed her victim freedom of the...
Okay, so... like right here. Okay, so that only happens once. I am so sorry about my chair being a dickwad. Okay, let's see. What can I do here? I need to add scream underneath, like a scream. I know I have one of those because RTBAA. I had to do one for Henry. What's the name of that? Probably a man scream or something. Man screaming sound effect. That's the one. We're just gonna do that because I don't want to actually scream. I know it would give me voice acting experience, but screaming ain't fun, man. It's not fun. Lots of vocal rest and just a lot of work on the throat. That's what she said. Okay, anyways, yep, add a reverb to that.
Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his...
Jesus Christ. That's noisy.
Reshov to scream and struggle all the more.
Nope, still too loud. Rebalance.
Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds.
Okay, that's gonna have to work. Screams are always tricky as well, because you have to get the volume, like, ratio correct.
Against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yevon added pressure to his flesh, similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides, and just watched Reshov squirm and writhe in pain in his inescapable state. After a long 10 seconds, Yevon released the pressure and allowed her victim freedom of the searing pain. Upon seeing the damage
Now that sounds like a real scream right there.
against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds.
Okay, now I gotta... the scream is too low, so I gotta bring it up just a teensy little bit.
Against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yevon added pressure to his flesh, similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides.
That works. That works. I don't like the tone it's at, because it doesn't kind of sound like Reshov, so I have to kind of improvise here. Well, not improvise, but I have to... Not that. Now! I have to adjust the pitch, so let's lower it a little bit.
Against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yevon added pressure to his flesh, similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides, and just watched Reshov squirm and writhe in pain in his inescapable state. After a long against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yevon added pressure to his flesh, similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides, and just watched Reshov squirm and writhe in pain in his inescapable state. After a long 10 seconds, Yevon released the pressure and allowed her victim freedom of the searing pain. Upon seeing the damage, all that remained was a charred portion of dead flesh that was steaming like meat in a pan.
Okay, I hear one sound effect that's died off, I think. Yep. I need to do this. I think that's fine the way it is. What do you think? I think it sounds almost too realistic. YouTube gonna be like, demonetized. Hey, I put on my channel, this shit is not for the lighthearted, so yeah. Bring caution. I think that the scream can be a little bit louder though. Why? Alright, maybe
against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yevon added pressure to his flesh,
better.
similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides, and just watched Reshov squirm and writhe.
Like I'm getting serious Saw flashbacks.
After a long 10 seconds, Yevon released the pressure and allowed her victim freedom of the searing pain. Upon seeing the damage, all that remained was a charred portion of dead flesh that was steaming like meat in a pan. Reshov continued to shout and yell in severe agony at his irreparable injury that he'd forever see as a reminder of his incompetence anytime he'd look in a mirror. Yelan handed Kuching back her sword, to which the recipient just held it in her grip, fully aware the sheath would burst into flame if she slid it back in. After the torture tool was returned to its rightful owner, she walked back over to Reshov and set his chair back up onto its four wooden turn to its rightful owner. She walked back over. Owner. She walked back.
There we go. I actually had to ask a Discord server, like with members who actually like know Genshin better than me, would Yelan actually like have the guts to do this? And they said immediately yes. And I can agree too, because well, she's a secret agent that will do anything to get her way. Like, she's ruthless. So yeah, I feel like she would burn someone for information. Especially considering in this situation, she has a reason like to just kill them. Like, she wants revenge because they basically killed everyone that she was close to and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, I think she has some justification in that matter.
She walked back over to Reshov and set his chair back up onto its four wooden legs.
Okay, I think I can just reuse this sound again.
Up onto its four wooden legs. Now you know what those people felt that night.
Nah.
And can live with a constant mark that will make you relive that pain. Yelan stated with triumph. However, if you think for a second that that's the worst thing I can do to you, you're dead wrong.
I can shove an arrow up your ass and make you bleed to death.
Up onto its four wooden legs. Wrong. Therefore, unless you want your pain to worsen, I suggest you start talking.
I got way into character right there.
Her voice was calm, despite the things that he had done. And in the eyes of Kuching and Ganyu, if she had a calm demeanor in such a tense situation, it meant bad things for Reshov. Apparently, Reshov had gotten the message as well, considering after a minute of calming down and somewhat adapting to his pain, he didn't hesitate to drop the act he'd been playing. All right, I'll talk. He assured out of desperation to avoid another torturous act by his worst enemy. That's more like it. Now, you will answer whatever these two ladies ask. Any sort of resistance, and you have been pain beyond your wildest dreams. Do I make myself clear? Affirmative. He pleaded, turning his gaze to Kuching and Ganyu. Well, you heard our little rat. Ladies, ask whatever you wish. Ganyu and Kuching nodded, walking forward and eyeing the...
Walking forward. Okay, so this one's going to be doubled up. Right here?
Eyeing the cause of their current situation with absolute hatred. Ganyu and Kuching nodded, walking forward and eyeing forward...
Right there. Okay. So... yeah, this is going to be doubled up. Nope, not that. Okay, so this is going to have to be doubled up, which is going to be a little tricky. Tricky, but not impossible.
Looking forward and eyeing the cause of their current situation with...
Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to have to do something like this. Okay, that's not going to work. It's going to have to be like...
Looking forward and eyeing the cause of their current situation with... Looking forward and eyeing the cause of their current situation with...
That works. That works.
Looking forward and eyeing the cause of their current situation with absolute hatred. First things first. Kuching started. What's the motive behind all of this? Why did you kill the Tianquan and destroy Liyue Harbor? I suggest you choose your words very carefully. Kuching showed she wasn't kidding by holding her blazing hot sword's tip to where it was inches from his face. He nodded to show that he understood, following up with an answer. I'm just following orders. I was ordered to eliminate all of Liyue Harbor. Seeing we knew that you were wrong to us. Who's us? Kuching demanded. No, my team of fellow soldiers. We are custom-designed super soldiers by the Shnesnayan scientists at the highest ranks. We were created as a crucial part of a master plan being executed by the Tsaritsa to eliminate all of the Archon capitals and their gods as well. Her Majesty plans to recreate a world with new gods, with her being the leader of all these new gods in a whole new world. Ganyu jumped at the mention of new gods, knowing now that Rex Lapis was in definite danger. She spoke up instantly. You say she plans to make new gods, but what does she plan to do with the current ones? Ganyu demanded. I'm not sure. Yelan didn't even need to act upon that.
Oh,
Taking
God.
the initiative to show Reshov that he'd messed up majorly. Wrong answer, she declared, pulling back her blade and stabbing the tip.
Okay, so stabbing
Pulling back
effect.
her blade and stabbing the.
Stabbing. So about right there. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. There's a cigarette on the ground.
What?
Cigarette.
Did you pick it up?
No, it's almost full.
I know, I forgot. You know what I was doing?
Okay, anyways.
I'll have to go to the front door.
Oh, my muscles are sore. Okay, what are we doing now? Stab. So, stab side effect. There's actually no blood because of the twist. Also, what do you think of the voice acting of Reshov? It's sometimes really hard to get that like reaction correctly. Okay, what am I looking for? That would be under my USB drive. I just hope it sounds convincing. Ow. Okay, stab. Nope. That would be something like a sound effect. Stab. Is it called a stab? Is it called stab, or is it something else? Shelter, sawing bone. Ouch. Slam door, sliding. Side effect, lever pull. Knife stab? Is that what it's called? Knife stab. Even though it's not a knife, it's a giant sword. But you get the picture. Alright, that one is very noisy, so we are going to turn that down a lot. Also, Azzy, I really do appreciate you keeping me company. It really does help. Because being on your own and just listening to the same shit over and over again, it really does play on the psyche, believe it or not. I'm not saying that as like an over-exaggeration. It plays with you. Ouch. Sorry, I'm not trying to look like I'm picking my nose, but I've got a little piece of dead skin or something. Ow! Here, there, pimple. One of the two. Alright, yeah, turn that down a lot.
Sink the tip of it into Reshav's right.
No. Uh-oh, stinky!
Sink the tip of it.
Wait, why do I have no sound? Oh, hang on, did I put on a wrong track? Did I push it all the way down? Or hang on, is this one the one that's not too loud?
Sink the tip of it into.
Okay, it's not that noisy, but it is still noisy. Maybe I don't need the bouncer
Sink the
here.
tip of it into Reshav's right shoulder.
Okay, that's not high enough. Ouch. God, that hurt.
Sink the tip of it into Reshav's right shoulder. Sink the tip of it into Reshav's.
That'll work. We want reverb though.
Sink the tip of it into Reshav's right shoulder. Sink the tip of it into Reshav's right shoulder. Once.
Okay, so it'd be right almost on impact. No pun intended.
Sink the tip of it into Reshav's right shoulder. Once again, Reshav screamed in agony.
Screamed in agony. It wouldn't be as bad as the burn. It would be, I mean, it'd still be bad, but it wouldn't be as bad as having your freaking forehead sizzled. Maybe that scream might work better.
Once again, Reshav screamed in agony and shook. Once again, Reshav screamed in agony and shook in the chair. However, upon noticing something in particular, the whole situation changed. Reshav's wound didn't leak blood, but something black. And upon inspecting the wound closer, all of them connected the dots. Wires. The substance leaking out was oil.
Yeah, I don't want to use the same exact scream.
Once again, Reshav screamed in agony.
Okay, screamed in agony, so that has to go forward a little bit. How about right here?
Once again, Reshav screamed in agony. Once again, Reshav screamed in agony and shook in the chair. However, upon notice...
That'll do. That'll do. Hopefully that doesn't overtake the narration too much. I don't think it does, but...
Once again, Reshav screamed in agony and shook in the chair.
No.
However, upon noticing something in particular, the whole situation changed. Reshav's wound didn't leak blood, but something black. And upon inspecting the wound closer, all of them connected the dots.
Okay, so when they make
Changed. Reshav's wound didn't leak blood.
right there. Okay, so we're gonna fade this out around this area right here. So, because it's going into a more devastating situation. Let's see if that might work. Not that much.
Changed. Reshav's wound didn't leak blood, but something black. And upon inspecting the wound closer, all of them connected the dots. Wires. The substance leaking out was oil, and the person known as Reshov Starchovsky was an android.
Okay, it needs to be out before we get to, like, the realization.
Changed. Reshov's wound didn't leak blood, but something black. And upon inspecting the wound closer, all of them connected the dots.
That works. That works. Alright. Let's cut all that. I think I know what track goes next.
Changed. Reshov's wound didn't leak blood, but something black. And upon inspecting the wound closer, all of them connected the dots. Wires. The substance leaking out was oil, and the person known as Reshov Starchovsky was an android. Upon making the discovery, the machine changed its demeanor and appeared less in pain and more as if it had claimed victory in something.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that works here. What's the name of that track? It was Cornered? Is that the one? I know it has something to do with, like, being stuck. Cornered. Hopefully that's the right one. Pretty sure it is. Think I would know this shit by now.
Something.
Nope, wrong one. Even though that does actually work too, but not as well. Dun 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 dun. It's not around that corner, is it? That's not it, is it? Is this a more fast-paced track?
Something.
Nope, that's the right one. Okay.
Something. At long last, you put the pieces together.
Hang on. Let me make sure it's in the right spot.
Was an android. Upon making the discovery, the machine changed its demeanor and appeared less in pain and more as if it had claimed victory in something. At long last, you put the pieces together. Something. At long last, you put the pieces.
Nope. Was an android maybe?
Android.
Dun 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 dun.
Android.
Nope.
Upon making the Android. Upon making the discovery, the machine changed its demeanor and appeared less in pain and more as if it had claimed victory in something.
Just toying with them again.
At long last, you put the pieces together.
Much better.
No human, not even a god, is capable of what I did to kill your.
Yeah, a lot of creepypasta readers use these.
Only engineering and godly power are capable of such abilities. And if you think I'm the only one of my kind, you are sorely mistaken. As we speak, an army of machines just like me are being created in a place that only those who created me know of. All of your efforts have been for nothing, and soon your existence will be terminated. No god can stop us, nor can any weak or pathetic mortal. Upon the statement of godly power being used to create these androids with Archon-like strength and abilities, Ganyu found the answer to her own question. They're using the Adepti and Archon's energy to power the machines. The Saritsa is going to use them as a battery until they have nothing left to give. Reshov laughed in response, showing that Ganyu had hit the nail on the head. Aren't you a smart one? Now I'm really glad that I spared you that night. Seeing the look of horror on your face at the realization of the truth is truly an amazing sight to behold. Anger, horror, sadness, they all engulfed Ganyu at the reality of the situation. She fell to her knees in defeat, tears starting to flood from her eyes. Kuching wanted to comfort her friend, but jumped at the sudden action of Reshov's head being severed from his...
Severed, so... So maybe something like... what's a good word for that? Like...
being severed from his shoulders.
Don't I have a sound effect for that? It's like a culmination of sounds. Haven't I ever had like a severing like piece of flesh? You'd think I would have by now. Maybe that one from Christmas Revenge might work, but I'd have to put something like I don't know, a sword slashing or something. I don't know. Wow, only about 14 tracks. That's actually not that bad. Okay, what am I looking for here? I know I've got that in here somewhere. Maybe, please. Last time I used that was, I think, in Ruby. The Ruby fic. That was a long time ago. Alright, let's see. Let's cut that down. Turn this down.
Being severed from his shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a little noisy, though. I'm gonna have to layer it with another sound effect, but it's fine. And I think I know what sound effect I think I know which sound effect it is.
Being severed from his
Nope. Too low now.
Being severed from his shoulders. Being severed from his shoulders.
What?
Being severed from his shoulders. Oil and sparks from being severed from his shoulders.
Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky.
Being severed from his shoulders.
Okay. So now I need another sound effect on top of that. So it's gonna be about 15 tracks. Because I need to add one more music track. Okay. That would be under the name Gore. That one. The Gore sound effects I made for Christmas Revenge all the way back in 2016. Which one is it though? From the looks of it, it looks like this one.
being severed.
Ow. Oh my god, leave me alone! Okay. Alright, pull that down a lot.
Being severed from his shoulders.
Yeah, that works just fine. But I've got some organizing to do. Not really the sound I was looking for.
Being severed from his shoulders. Oil.
Very nice.
Being severed from his shoulders.
Okay, now I just gotta get it correct. Never mind, I'm gonna have 16 because I have to add blood, not blood leaking, but oil leaking.
Being severed from his shoulders. Oil and sparks from the cut erupted, following with the rest of the mechanical corpse limply falling forward. Yelam retrieved her hydro-infused rope to her bracelet.
Okay. Do I really need that sound? Not really.
Dobbs' head being severed from his shoulders. Oil and sparks from the cut erupted, following with the rest of the mechanical corpse limply...
Okay, one thing I need to do is give it a reverb, because that would reverberate.
Dobbs' head being severed from his shoulder.
Oh wow.
Dobbs' head being severed from his shoulders. Oil and sparks from the cut. Dobbs' head being severed from his shoulders. Oil and sparks from the cut erupted, following with the rest of the mechanical corpse limply falling forward. Yelam...
Okay, so at that part where where the music kind of slows down, we're gonna fade out. So right about here-ish.
Following with the rest of the mechanical corpse.
Yep. Automate, volume. Why is my voice cracking? Doesn't have to be so abrupt, but...
Following with the rest of the mechanical corpse limply falling forward. Yelam retrieved her hydro-infused rope to her bracelet.
That works. That works just fine. Okay.
Following with the rest of the mechanical corpse limply falling forward. Yelam retrieved her hydro-infused rope to her bracelet, having been the culprit for Reshov's demise. Thought he'd never shut up. Yelan stated calmly, turning her gaze to Ganyu. Get up. Now's not the time for tears, dear. Ganyu's head slowly lifted from her lap, wiping away her tears and doing her best to recuperate. What are we going to do? Ganyu asked, her words coming out in between tears. Kuching followed up by holding her hand out to her fallen comrade, along with a simple statement. We're going to start, along with a simple statement.
I apologize. What could go here? What could go here? I don't know if anything needs to go here. Let me just listen to it as normal.
Along with a simple statement. We're going to stop the Tsaritsa and her army of artificial gods. Ganyu took Kuching's hand and made her way back to her feet, trying to figure out how her colleagues could be so calm in the current situation. But where do we even start? We have no leads, no plan, and are completely outmatched in power and numbers. How the hell are we even going to have a chance of going against the Tsaritsa? With this, Yelan inquired, holding Rashav's head in her palm as if it were a trophy. Get ready, girls, because we're going to Sumeru.
Okay, this will be the final part, so this does go out just a little longer. Okay, volume. Automate, volume. Ah, shit, wrong one. Volume. Okay, so let's figure this out. Okay.
We're going to Sumeru.
Okay, when does she finish with Sumeru? 1910, so maybe it's to 1930. You need at least 20 seconds. Seems a little short. We'll go about that long just to be absolutely safe. Okay, let's get the lining. Something like that. And if it's too long, I can always just shorten it later on. Okay, let me double check, make sure that's...
Ready, girls, because we're going to Sumeru.
I'd say that's good enough. I'd say that's good enough. Okay, just double check everything, make sure everything is fine. All the volumes and all that stuff are good to go. Which, it's looking okay. So, that's a good sign. You just listen to that scream one more time.
Placed the blade against the surface of his forehead, immediately erupting with a sizzling noise and causing Reshov to scream and struggle all the more in his binds. Yelan added pressure to his flesh, similar to how a cook would flatten a burger patty on the grill for proper assurance that it would be finished on both sides, and just watched Reshov squirm and writhe in pain in his inescapables. Turned to its rightful owner. She walked back over to Reshov and set his chair back up onto its 4 wooden legs.
Yep, that's fine.
And Kuching nodded, walking forward and eyeing the cause of their current situation with absolute hatred. First things first. Kuching started. What's the motive behind all of this? Why did you kill the Tianquan and destroy Liyue Harbor? I suggest you into Reshov's right shoulder. Once again, Reshov skipped to show Reshov that he'd messed up majorly. Wrong answer, she declared, pulling back her blade and stabbing the tip of it into Reshov's right shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Reshov screamed in agony and shook in the chair. However, upon noticing something a set of grunts escaped
Just make sure this beginning sounds okay.
A set of grunts escaped Reshov's mouth upon his wake. Do you realize who you are dealing with? His exclamation was followed up with the sword's tip meeting his vision, just inches from cutting into his flesh. It silenced him almost instantly, now aware that his captors weren't just casuals he could intimidate. Silence, Kuchink commanded. We know very well who you are.
Yep, everything seems fine, so we just export now. Now the fun part. I've got to combine them. Let's see, we need TBOIAL chapter 12 full mix. Alright. Alright. That didn't take that long. I didn't think it would. Pretty simple chapter. About an hour and a half. Yeah, that's not that bad. Ow. Oh, shit. See if we can't get another cheeky 5-star. I can't believe that still happened yesterday on stream. Right before the end of the stream yesterday, I just decided to do one poll on the standard banner in the new game. I got a fucking 5-star. At like an early pity number. What was it, like 57, 56-ish? I was not expecting that, but it's not who I wanted, but oh well. Standard is a gamble. Ow. I'm just trying to get all of my 300 summons done so that I can get my Bronya. Alright, let's see if luck might be on my side again. Nope, no gold shine. Well. I'll definitely use it. It's just, yeah, I'm at a point in the game where resources are very, very hard to maintain. Like, you have to really, what's the word? You have to use them wisely. Otherwise, you just basically spend all of them on one day and don't really get much done. Oh, did the banners change? Oh wow, they're already up banner. Ow, that was quick. Am I? Yeah, I was just stretching. It's okay. Still can't believe that happened yesterday on stream. I'm like, oh come on, why can't I be Bronya? I want Bronya so that I can build the couple team. the fandom couple team. forgot to get the... But that was just so funny. I'm like, what? Hang on, what's happening? And all of my 5 stars have come early. Every single one of them. Which is not common. Especially when there's been 7 so far. 1 was guaranteed, but yeah, still early. Confirm. Confirm. Thank you. Let's get the daily reward. Don't really do much in that app anyways, but I did get lucky with some 5 stars lately. Like, I don't know, do I need to go to Las Vegas or something? Is that what's going on? Is my luck at the point right now where I've got the golden horseshoe up my ass so thick that I can go to Las Vegas and win the jackpot? No. No. It's fixed. You can't really win in Las Vegas, or any casino for that matter. It's all fixed. I checked my pity, I'm like, was I close to, like, 5-star territory, or what? You know, that don't happen. That does not happen very often. Ow. God, if I could get that lucky in Genshin, it would be wonderful. The only time I got that lucky was with Nahida and with Raiden. Raiden came home very early. Who won the jackpot at casino, but they took it saying the machine glitched. Yeah, that's bullshit. How it should be is that if they glitched, it's their fault and the lady gets to keep the goddamn money. Screw you and your fucking bullshit. Yep. If there's a faulty thing in the establishment, it is always the establishment's fault. The lady was participating in what the casino provides, so it's their fault. I would take their ass to court because she'll win. She'll not only win the jackpot again, but she will get more than what she won. I'd take him to fucking court. Tell him you can shove your fucking bullshit up your ass. Okay. Now let's go into Audacity. Just make sure everything's fine with the file. Ever since Discord stall, I've always double checked. Because I don't trust. I don't trust. Alright, let's see. Import audio. Excuse me. To be fair, when that happened with Discord stall, it was during a time when the computer needed an update. So that's probably what caused the error. Most likely. Chapter 12, full. Can never be too careful. Oh, shit. And I don't know how long this is actually going to be. Should be interesting. It's easily going to be over an hour, but not that far over an hour. Because these were not long chapters by any means. They're probably easily around 3,500 words, 20 something, like 2,500, 3,500 words long each. Which equivalent, like 3,500 normally goes out to about 40 minutes, 25 around 20, 25-ish. Alright, let's check these wavelengths, just make sure everything is fine. Make sure the sounds are in there. For a minute, I thought it was stereo. It wasn't stereo. Okay, shut up. Let's see. I'll know if there's an abnormality in there. Abnormality. Well, technically that is the right terminology. I'll know. Okay, I think that's stepping right there. No, it's that part. Okay, so far so good. Okay, and there's the end. And I think that's a long enough ending. Alright, think it's goo. Now I just upload it to my drive and... Oh boy. Oh, I should have just kept Audacity open. I gotta go back into it anyways. Alright, let's go to my Google Drive. Come on. Not goggle. The biggest stress was the freaking sound effect I was trying to get. Good God, you think I'd like have to jump through hoops or something? So, this will be interesting. If it ever loads. This computer's so goddamn slow. But it's old, so I give it a break. File upload. Ow. Oops. TBOIAL. Oops. Chapter 12. Full mix. How am I doxed? Okay. Should have plenty of room. Shit. Uploaded. Okay. Now we just need to close FL Studio. Close that as well. Close this as well. And then I can go into Audacity and combine them. Which isn't too difficult. It's actually pretty easy. It's just the rendering part of it that takes forever. Alright. Import maybe. TBOIAL chapter 10 full. not only that, you gotta kind of equalize the volume and all that shit. So, yeah, it's a tricky step. But normally, how I tell that the volume is pretty equal is the wavelengths. Like if the wavelengths are like around the same height, like and like the wavelengths like go around the same, you know, frequencies, it's normally right on the dot. All right, next, import audio. TBOAL chapter 11 full mix. It's the visual rendering that takes for fucking ever. So I might have this up today. I don't know. It all depends on how the day goes. We'll see. We shall see on that one, my friends. Oh yeah, the second part's gonna be a little tricky because, well, it has the not to be continued, the 2 weeks later thing. So I have to like, what's the word? Space it correctly. Okay, so just grab that, Control C, get rid of this, and Control V. All right. Oh, it's not that difficult. It's just a matter of just getting it right. I've done this several times. Oh my God, today. Oh, good God. Thank God I picked that up. Okay, this looks a little too bit of a space.
And began their journey back to Dawn Winery.
Okay. Boom, right there. That's where it should start. So about right there. Let's see about that.
One week later, Ganyu yawned in her wake to her current temporary room, stretching her limbs and moving to her only window to allow the sunshine in.
Alright. Next. Alright. Now I need to import. It's a matter of if my computer's got this. That's literally what it's down to. Not me. Chapter 12, full mix. Okay, so right there it's at 53 minutes. Wow, really? Okay, maybe chapter 2 is a little longer than I thought. Or not chapter 2, chapter 11. Maybe it is a little longer than I thought it was. Scars of War, I remember that one was like 25 or something like that. Okay. Got that. Control C. Delete all this. Go here. Control V. Alright, let's make sure the spacing is okay. It doesn't look like it, but we'll double check.
Catacombs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Game night, shut up. How about that?
Catacombs.
That's fine.
A set of grunts is...
Okay. Make sure. Yep, I think we're good to go. Let's just take a look at the wavelengths. Looks pretty even to me. Get rid of these stupid things, because they're a problem. I remember I had to lower the volume on one of them, because it was a little too high. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Export is MP3. TBOIAL, part 4, full. Oh boy, we might be here a while. Okay, so it's around an hour and 12 minutes. Okay, that's not that bad. My longest piece of work, I don't remember. I want to say it was Cutie Mark Seance, or it could have been one of the parts to a process of elimination. I don't count live streams because that's cheating. Of course, live streams are going to be long. Why can't I have a keyboard? Thank you. A process of elimination. Let me take a look at the parts. Holy. Part 4 is an hour and 25 immediately. That beats it. Part 3 is an hour and 33. The whole length of the My Little Pony movie. Part 2 is an hour and 40, basically. Okay, what about Key Mark Seance? Key Mark Seance, I think, is an hour and 12. QT Mark Say, how do you spell seance? Seance. I think that's how you pronounce it, or how you spell it. An hour and 19. Okay, what did I do that was an hour and 12 minutes long? I don't remember. Long readings. Long readings. Oh, probably one of the Halloween specials. That would have probably been maybe Cheating Dawn. Not... Cheating Dawn. Whoa. Did I see the number correct? Okay, that one is an hour and 12. I'm like, I don't remember that being almost 2 hours long. Holy moly. Okay, Conflicts, I don't think was that long. Unless you count the endings along with it. In that case, it would have been close to 2 hours long. Like if you were to stack them at the end. RTBAA, I don't count that because it's in separate parts. Return to Bears Double Lakers. I'd have to do some math. Oh, thank God. Someone put it in a freaking list. Okay, so there's about an hour right there. An hour and like 39. That'd be 3, 4. That's almost 2 hours right there. About 2 hours and a little over like 15. It's almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours if you were to listen to all of it in one go. I'd have to do some math. Wait, don't I have it? Doesn't the playlist tell you how long they are? I think it does. Content. Playlists. Where are you? No. No, it doesn't tell you, at least not on mobile. But yeah, close to 3 hours. But I don't count that. What else? A Lyra song would have been hella long. Lyra's song. Do I have to put the thing? Oh, I'm in playlist, that's why. Videos. Okay, a Lyra song, part 1 is like 52 minutes long. Then add 38 to that. That would be an hour and 20. Hour 20. So almost a little less than 2 hours. So yeah, Lyra song's not that long. Oh, Savior. I forgot about Savior. Savior would be hella long. Savior would be hella long. Okay, I'm gonna have to go by playlist. I know it's like right here somewhere. Savior. An hour and 30 minutes. An hour and 30, an hour and 30. It's like 3 hours right there. 3 hours and... Okay, 48 right there. So, 4 hours and 20 minutes-ish. Wait, don't I have a... I have them on my Bandcamp account. Don't they tell you how long they are? Bandcamp. Because I might be doing my math wrong. When it comes to, like, time signaturing... Yeah, it's... God, I'm talking as if I'm a band geek. Bittersweet Apple Acres. Let's see. Does it not tell you how long it is? You think it would tell you that. You think it would tell you that? Nope. Savior. I just know Savior was long. It was a longer piece of work. I just don't remember how long. But if I'm doing the math correct in my head, it's over 4 hours long. If you sit down and listen to it in one go. That is. Share embed. Yeah, I'd probably have to like look at it as like a consumer. Like someone who's buying it. Or like listening to it. Oh shit. There it is. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how long it is. That's what she said. Shut up. Sorry. Yeah, I'd have to look at it as like a consumer. Isn't this linked to my Google account? Yeah, I think so. Let me look at it as like a consumer. See if it tells me how long it is. No, of course it doesn't. Why would it call it? Why? Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it tell me that? Gift. Okay, and it doesn't tell me jack shit. Okay. Took over 10 minutes. Holy shit. So almost an hour and 13 minutes long. So it barely beats Cheating Dawn. Alright. Now, the fun part. This is the part I absolutely hate. It's not hard, it just takes fucking ever. Like, this is the easy part. The computer does all the hard work. I get to sit back and just watch. Don't I have a preset file? I think I do. You're good, it's entertaining. Other people's misery. Open shot takes forever to open. How funny that it's in its name. It took a while last time too. I remember it took a little while for it to render, but what do you expect? It's done, right? Yep, because I can interact. Okay, so now I can close this. No. Oh my god, open shot, you take forever to fucking go. Sometimes if I hit it twice, it listens, finally. I would hope so. There we go. In the meantime, you get to look at my messy desktop. Oh my lord. There it is, finally. Jesus Christ. Need to minimize this. Okay, get rid of the second file that I opened because it was stupid. And pull this over. Alright. Okay. At least this one doesn't take forever to like load files in. Like, this is all I need in order to make these things. That's it. All right. Wait, don't I have... Hang on. Do I have a preset file? I believe I do. Guess and call RTBA. That one. Yep. All right. Just get rid of that. And then add the new file in. Ouch. TBOIAL. Fuck. Part 4. The lengths, though, are different, so I have to compensate for that. Compensate? What? Alright, now the fun part. Figuring things out. Oh, it's actually pretty close. It's actually really freaking close. Like, really close. Okay, what is this?
Kidding or lying about anything.
I know what happened. This is when I had to add another part to it because, well, it said, hey, dude, I can't extend that far. That's what she said. Shut up. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, there's the to be continued thing and all that lovely stuff.
It's the staking.
Staking.
As we speak, an army of machines.
All right, so that means I've got to push these down. Okay. Of course it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. Okay, I need to see what I'm doing here. Sorry, I'm going to have to hide the chat. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Now I can be a little more clear on what I'm doing. Because I need to figure out where it ends. Okay, there's the sound.
Get ready, girls, because we're going to Sumeru.
Transition. I can't really tell how big of a transition that is.
Are you visiting God or was you waiting on me?
Sorry.
You're pulling the Brady now. Just wait by the door.
Let's see. How big of a transition? Really? I am asking you to move. Thank you. Now let's see how this does.
To Sumeru.
Okay. There's the fade out. Stop. You're overriding. Stop! Fuck. Oh my god. Really? Delete that. Can I please? That works. That works. Okay, how long of a outside outro do we got here? Could you please stop, you stupid scroller? Thank you. I think that'll do. I think that does good. Okay, let's see. We've got about 12 36, and it ends at about 10 seconds later. And there will be like a end screen and all that stuff. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Okay, where does she say?
Holding Rashav's head in her palm as if it were a trophy. Get ready, girls, because we're going to Sumeru.
Stop. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. God, this fucking program, I swear. That's all I got, though. It's a little bit out more than I would like, but I think that's okay. I think we're okay. Just better make sure that everything is fine, otherwise...
Switching zone. Having originally been a treasure hoarder...
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Where's the save button? Okay, I'm just gonna have to do something like this then. 01. Why it doesn't allow me to save after doing all that? No. I have to manually do something so that it'll let me let me save. Fuck.
So.
Yep. Alright, I think that's as far as I'm going to take it as far as streaming goes. So, yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm going to export this. Pray to God everything goes fine. And then we will maybe have this up tonight. I don't know. Depends. Because I don't know how the rendering's going to go, how long it's going to take, all that lovely fucking stuff. You know, the stuff that can screw you up. So, Azzy, thank you for joining me. And if there's somebody else here, thank you for joining me as well. Yeah, this might be out tonight. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all later. Good luck on your art or whatever you're doing, Azira. And, yep, see you guys later.